Hello guys, this is Johnny Vlogger UK and welcome to a DIY video. Today we've got a challenge. We've got a 3-piece sofa and this is the 3-seater. And what's happened, I had a friend round and they leant back on the back piece, and it's one of these ones that's got a handle on the side where you can make it recline. You basically pull that lever and then the front comes forward and the back goes back, and basically what it is, there's two supports at the bottom there on the base, and then you've got these metal brackets that slide into those, one each side on the left and right. What's happened, a friend leaned back and it snapped, and I've taken all the cloth away, the fabric, I've investigated, and as you can see there's a big split there. It's like cheap plywood. I mean, look at the state of that. That is bad. Very cheap quality, poor wood. Probably shouldn't even been made with this. Well, anyway, I've managed to sort of line it up where the crack is, the two pieces. This is broken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of wood. I've got some scrap bits here. I'm going to cut them to size, and I'm going to fit it along there so I can join these together and put a load of screws in, both, probably this side. I've had to pull the fabric away. We'll put a bit of wood the other side so this can lean against it, the broken bit, and get it in line, and then this will strengthen it up. And then hopefully that side will be fixed. And then the problem with this side luckily hasn't split, but what's happened, it's all broken up here. This is on the right hand side. There's a gap here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bit of wood out and put it in there. And that one's screwed in, so that's okay. You've got a screw there and a screw here. You get a bolt that goes through, and then there's one of these metal clip things that grips it. I will try the old clip. Otherwise it'd be a nut and bolt job with a big washer. Maybe put a big washer there, a bit of wood in there, cut a hole out in the middle of it so the bolt will go through the bit of wood, go through the bracket, the old plywood, the new bit of wood, and then come out that end. It'll either screw into that, or I'll use a nut and a big washer or something so it can grip it, and then that will be strong enough to support that side. And hopefully then when I put all the bracket back on this side and that side, it will be strong enough to work again. This side has got a bracket, a thick bit of wood there that goes in there. So as you can see, when the bolts go through there and join up with that metal clip, the same as that one, that will then clip in on the left. That side, this side will clip on the left, and the other side will clip in down there, and then hopefully it will all be working again. It looks like the recliner mechanism though is in the base, it's not in the back. This is just leaning on that. I'd imagine that goes back when you pull the cable down there. So let's have a go. We'll start with we'll repair this side first, the left, and then we'll repair the right side. Let's see how we get on. Okay, right, so we're starting with the left. I've the scrap bit of wood I had, the thick piece, I've cut it down to so it will fit in there, the length, and I've cut the end off. I've made it curved to match this. Forget that line on the bit of wood, that's irrelevant. I was going to make it thinner, but I've decided to make it thicker. The thicker that bit of wood is, the stronger it's going to be, isn't it? So all I've got to do now is drill a couple of holes in here to match up with the 2 holes there, so I can get the bolts through and screw it in, and then hopefully it's sorted. So let's crack on, and we'll do that first, and then we'll do the other side, but I'll film that separate after. Right, so I've drilled some 5mm holes here with a drill, some wood bits. These bolts line up, but they don't go through the other side properly, and if you look at that bracket, that's the old bit. They've cut a bit out. If you look at that, they've cut a bit out in the wood, so we've got to cut a bit out in here, so these back bits on the bracket can go flush with the wood. So let's do that next. Right, so I cut a little hole out in this wood. The bolts are going through. They're coming out the other side a lot more now. So that's the bracket sort of fitted to the left, the support bit. Let's see if we can fix it to the old bit of wood now, and then get a couple of screws in to hold this. Alright guys, so now we're going to try and line this broken bit up with that broken bit and screw that in. Screw this into there, screw that bit into there, and then get some screws and fit the back bit, fit the 2 broken bits, spread it apart a bit so they line up, and that wood, then hopefully it's fixed, if you see what I mean. Right, so we've got the bracket in with the new wood. It's lining up with the old holes here. They're in now. All we've got to do now is line up the angle, the bracket, so it's the same as this side. Otherwise it'll be all wonky when it clips in. So I hope it looks a bit out at the moment. It looks like that side's a bit higher than that side. So we'll have to bend it down, and hopefully that will do it. Fingers crossed. Okay guys, so we're still on the can't remember if I've deleted it. Take 2. So we fitted the 2 bolts through the wood. They've lined up with these, so that then clamps against the old crappy broken plywood. I've now drilled 1, 2, 3 screws there, holes, and then I've put some 1 1/4 Phillips screws in there to grip this bit of wood with this old crappy broken plywood. So the bracket there is solid. If I give that a wiggle, it's not moving now. It's pretty solid. So I'll probably put a couple more screws in, 1 there and there, and 1 here, just so it's all good. Then hopefully this side's fixed, and then we've got to move on to that side to put a bit of wood in there and put a bolt through there, tighten that up, and then that's done. And then hopefully the seat's fixed. It'll just be a case of putting the fabric back, give it a test, and if it's all good, I'm happy. Right, so we fixed the left side. We're moving on to the right side. I've just ripped a load of the old broken wood out here. The bolt's got to go through here, and we've got to put something in between because it's too flimsy. So what I did, I've got a bit of wood. I've cut it so it's going to go in here. It's basically just so the bolt can lean against this when it goes through to the bracket, strengthen it up. So basically I will cut this bit of wood out there and there, probably get a big washer and when the bolt goes through, it won't fuck up, it won't mess up, if you see what I mean. And then that should be fixed, hopefully. So let's see what happens when I cut that out and I'll put it back. Right guys, so I've cut the little bit of wood out. You can't see it very well on camera. Where? Oh, there we are. Right, cut the little bit of wood out, slid it in, push the bolt through there, and on that one it's gripped it. So what we're going to do now to strengthen it up a bit more, I'm going to screw a couple of screws in here to grip this side and that side, and then that should be it. So I'll screw them in quick, and then we'll see if it all goes back and if it's good. Right, so I've put 3 1-inch screws there, 8x1s with some washers on the outside to grip it. So that's gripped that. There's a little bit of wood in there for support. They're tightened up, the bolts going through the bracket. So I think that's fixed now. It's not broken this side. That side, put a massive thick bit of wood in, 2-inch thick wood there, and it's gone all the way down in the frame. It's leaning against another bit of frame, and it's all screwed in against the old broken plywood. It's about five screws holding it in there, 1 there, and then a few there. It's not moving, it's solid. So I'm praying and hoping that's going to line up now with these. We'll try it and see if it works, and then if it does, all I've got to do is put the fabric back. Fingers crossed. Right guys, so I've just gone to clip it in, and it's clipped in. It looks like it's broke, but it's not. It's actually supporting it. It is meant to move a little bit. If I move the other one that's not broken, you can see that one's all flimsy as well. That's flimsy as well, but it's actually supporting it. It's clipped in. So I'm quite pleased with that repair. It looks even. It looks even when you look at it, and the gaps, there's no gap on the left there, and there's no gap on like that one. And I've actually sat on it and leant back on it. So there you go. That's I don't know if you've ever had this problem where one of your chairs has broke, your reclining chairs, but that's probably what it is if you ever get this problem. Some of these manufacturers, they use very cheap wood, plywood, and they should have metal brackets going up inside all the way, but they don't. They only have them at the bottom. So you know, never have 2 people on one when you lean back, or if it's someone very heavy, they need to be very careful, because they're just not designed to be forced or, you know, a lot of weight on them. So hopefully that's going to be all right now. That will last me another year or 2, maybe longer. It is a bit tatty, you know. I've had it about 10 years now. Some of the leather's coming off there, but I'm not really that bothered about that, you know. It's just so I can use it for now. So there you go. If you like this video, click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, it's Johnny Vlogger UK or Johnny Vlogger Fixing It. And click the notification bell for all future videos and lives. So for now, it's bye-bye. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you it reclining back. So there you go. Look, the front's up. I've pushed the button down here, and it's all leaning back. Look, it goes back now. It all works. So we're just trying, we'll put it back now. We'll lift it up there a bit, and then we push this down. There you go. So look, it all clips in. Lovely jubbly. So there you go. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and it might give you some tips if you get this problem with your sofa. Right, bye.